Welcome in everyone, Farmer Cop here. I am so excited about this. I am so I am genuinely. I just read the blog. This is my first time seeing this information. I am so excited. Okay. So the new expansion has been kind of announced a little bit here. We got some more information. Now we knew some information about it, but not really anything, hardly at all. So now it's been announced officially as what it's going to be called. We're going to get some more information at FarmCon, hopefully, and I'll be doing some videos on that and sharing that with you guys that can't make it there. But anyhow, Highlands Fishing. This is the first look at it. Now, one thing I want to note here about this screenshot here. First off, a couple of things. One, we know it's in Scotland now, which there's proof of that, and they also mentioned that. But that was one thing we assumed. We also were wondering why there weren't any JCBs. I'm assuming this is partially why. With JC being on the cover photo, they're probably going to add some JCBs in with this DLC. Say what you will about that. It is what it is. Highland cows are in the background here. That's a new animal type. There's also a new crop type, which we'll get to in a second. And as it mentions, fishing is now involved. There's a couple things I want to know. I don't know what's going on right in here. That looks like something. You know, there's a fish jumping out of like a basket or something. And then over here, this guy's fishing. You can fish with a rod, you can fish in the ocean, and you can fish like in a land-based farm as well. So I don't know if we get a dry boat to go out there. I'm assuming we have to drive our boats out there to go get the fish if they're out there, the fish farms that we can do. You know, it is fish farming out in the sea. So it's not like you're going to go out and it's not like, you know, fishing North Atlantic or whatever that game is, which fun game, by the way. Check it out if you like fishing. But and I know some people are going to say, that's not farming. It's literally called fish farming. So you guys can... I'm just going to be very brutal to the people that are negative Nancy's. I am pumped about this. I am very excited. I'm serious. I'm so excited about this. Okay, so what we know, by the way, pre-orders down below, of course, if you want to pre-order this. Let's talk about pre-orders and the DLCs real quick before we get into all the nitty-gritty details. We have the next set pack come out. Plains and Prairies came out. Stars Align comes out still third quarter. Still don't know what this is. We're assuming it's Mercedes based on this because it's the Stars Align is kind of a Mercedes phrase. And then we also have now the Highlands Fishing expansion coming out November 4th. So we don't know when this is going to come out. I'm hoping we get some information about this at FarmCon. I'll keep you guys posted on that. If you own the year one season pass or any platform, this is for all platforms, all this information applies. This includes all of these. So you already have the next set pack, Plains and Prairies, and then when these two release, they will be able to be installed. You can still buy the year one season pass using my code down below. However, the code down below is for PC only. So just be aware of that. If you want to use that code to help support the channel, it definitely does help a lot. There will also be a Highlands Fishing Edition. So if you haven't bought the game at all and you want to include, I believe it's going to include all of this stuff and the base game, you can buy the Highlands Edition down below, or the Highlands Fishing Edition, I think is what it's called. I'll link that below as well. Also, obviously, if you want to buy any part of the game, it's all linked down below. But I would recommend, if you are going to get this and you don't have Season Pass already, I'd get the Seasons Pass. It's the best way, and you save 25% compared to buying all these separately. However, if you haven't, let's say you haven't bought Season Pass yet, and you don't care about Mercedes, and these two packs you weren't super interested in, or maybe you only liked one or the other, so you bought one or the other. Well, yeah, if you're not interested in Mercedes or the other pack, then yeah, just pay for this when it comes out, or pre-order it down below as well. You can just, I believe you can just, there should be, I don't know, I don't have the pre-order links as I'm recording this, so if they're not immediately down below in the description, they'll be down there hopefully at some point today. I'll actually be at the airport when this video releases, because I'm getting ready to fly to FarmCon. But yeah, so you can pre-order all that stuff. But yes, let's get out of this. Let's look at the vlog here. Fun and Fishy Highlands Fishing expansion coming in November. I'm just so pumped about this. Farming Star 25 is getting its first major expansion, and it's a fun and fishy one. Highlands Fishing arriving November 4th for PC and consoles adds Aquaculture, a new map, new machines, and gameplay. You will soon be able to farm fish as well as fields. And of course, you can pre-order that as it says there. Highlands Fishing will be available both as a standalone expansion and bundled with the base game in a new Highlands Fishing Edition. So there we go. Pre-order is now available. The expansion will unlock the owners of the Year 1 Season Pass on release day. So we'll unlock 4 owners of the Year 1 Season Pass. Yeah, so obviously, as I said, if you have Year 1 Season Pass, you're good. Now here we have the Scottish map. Welcome to Kinlag, where green hills meet the sea. And we get our first kind of screenshot, which we'll look at these screenshots in more detail at the end, so don't worry about that. The new map, Kinlag, draws its rugged charm from the mind-swept landscapes of I can't talk anymore. Scotland. Expect rocky valleys, thick grass, and long stretches of overcast sky. It's a place where you can build farms, tend to livestock, and now take to the water to harvest fish. Authentic stone castles and traditional architecture and historical flair to this picturesque setting. Aquaculture comes aboard. So this expansion marks a first for the series. A player can now engage in aquaculture. You'll be able to breed, raise, and harvest fish such as salmon and trout using both land-based tanks and boats out at sea. Prefer a quiet moment by the shore? Grab a rod for a relaxing round of shore fishing. It's a whole new way to enjoy the game. So you can go to the shore and fish. I'm assuming just anywhere on the water you can just fish, which is super cool. That's great for roleplay aspects of it, and just if you wanted to go chill and fish for a bit, super cool. More than fish, new animal, crop, and machinery. It's not just about the fish. Highlands fishing also introduces a new crop as well, onions, and a new animal type, Highland cattle. So onions should have been probably added to the game a long time ago, so it's nice to kind of have that, which now we have it coming into this, which is great. They're adding a new crop. So even if you're just into the farming aspect, you don't care about the fish at all, they're adding a new crop type, a lot of new equipment, and and cattle as well, new cattle. And new cannibal type. So Highland cattle is kind of one of the things we thought was probably going to come based on some of the photos we got. It says there's a healthy boost to your equipment list too, with more than 20 new machines added. New manufacturers like Monosend, Can-Am, AgriSpread, and GT Bunning join the lineup, supporting both land and water-based work. So that's good. I'm excited for the water-based work. I want to see what that's going to look like. Whether you're casting nets or planting onions, this expansion deepens the farming experience in exciting new directions. Time to prep your boat and your fishing boots. Down here it says, at FarmCon, you'll be able to learn more about the Highlands and fishing, our annual community meetup. Yeah, I mean, you could get tickets, I think, still now if you wanted to go to it, but it's coming up. It's this coming weekend. So yeah, I'll be there. I'll give you guys all that information there, so you don't have to worry too much about missing out, other than just missing out and being there, but I'll make sure I get you guys all the information that you need. But let's go ahead and take a look at some screenshots here. So here's the boat one. It looks like I was gonna see if he was fishing. He's not fishing. First off, the architecture and stuff in the background is beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful map. I mean, just look at this. It's gonna be a beautiful map. But we have some boats here. Yeah, and this should also, if you have this expansion, it should work on other maps as well. So if you wanted to go, on Huton Pantai and go out to the sea and fish, you should be able to do that. I think. I'm not 100%. I think. I don't know. We'll have to get more information. But there's some boats here. I don't know if you go out and check, I don't know. I don't know how it's all going to work. I'm assuming that we're going to need a boat to go out to the sea, and it kind of hinted at that. We got the Scottish flag up there. Beautiful castle here. We got I think that harbor image that we just saw was right over here where that boat's at. Yeah, because we got this going around here. It's kind of a shoreline there. I think this mountain is the one that's right here. I think that's the one we were looking at, maybe. Maybe we were looking at this one. We might have actually been further over, even, because we were looking at that. I don't know. I don't know how the layout is. I think we're further over. Got a big bridge in the background here, some nice fields. Got a lot of stuff kind of happening. So I'm just looking for anything that'll give me any information about this map whatsoever, but I am very excited about it. Highland cows. These guys look good, very well animated and everything like that. It's going to be just, the detail that we're expected to see from animals and farming simulators. So I'm excited about them. JCB is going to make, I think, a lot of new JCB equipment's going to come. AgriSpread's a new brand that they're adding. So another lime spreader for you guys that complained about lime spreading. Looks like we're getting another one finally. The base game should have more than one lime spreader, by personal opinion. And we got some onion equipment here. So this looks like a topper, and this looks like it's going to pull the onions out and set them on the ground, and I'm assuming we go through and pick them up with something else in the future. But yeah, I'm not sure how all that's going to work. And then finally, this is the last photo. Yeah, the last photo I have for you guys. We have a little bus here. I don't know if we can get on the bus and ride around. I doubt it, but that's pretty cool to have that little area there. And we just get kind of a little bit more detail around what's going on here. So there we go. That's honestly what I got for you guys. I'm really excited for this pack. Again, you guys can pre-order down below in the description if you'd like to, but I think that this is going to be a really cool DLC for us to have, a really cool expansion for us to have. So I'm super pumped about it. But there you guys go. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.